Today's conversation will be about the Fort Laramie Treaty of 1886. The Sioux and many other tribes were in constant battle with each other. The Sioux, looking into the dead eyes of their enemies, seemed satisfied. Looking satisfied, they turned around to see a new problem had arisen. Many settlers started to venture into the Oregon Trail to head west for fur. The Indians watched from the trees as the settlers would cross and steal their goods. This was an ongoing problem for the settlers who would travel thousands of miles. "500 which were controlled by Indians and constantly under siege. Many of the settlers turned to the U.S. Army for help. The Indians wondered where the settlers would come from. They would come from Fort Laramie. The Indians did not like the white settlers. They felt that they would steal their resources, trespass, and disrespect their sacred land. Fort Laramie was under the watch of a commissioner. He was informed of the attacks on the settlers. He went out looking for the Indians. He would pick the one to be the chief in charge of the Sioux. Speaking to the new chief, it is unclear if he knew what was being said. Most of the Indians did not like each other and would constantly fight. The commissioner was in charge of making them into a unified tribe. Sectioning off land into allotments. You stay on your side, you stay on the other side. Pointing out Fort Laramie was a good place, a place of peace. Also, that the Oregon Trail was a good place too, and not to attack the settlers. During the process of the treaty, many Indians still did not agree on their land allotments. Ultimately, the commissioner forced them to make a peace with each other. Making them sign a piece of paper that they couldn't read. Sometimes they would scribble and call it a signature. The commissioner would talk to the Indians as if they were children. Speaking only English, forcing them to agree to something they didn't understand. The Indians went back to their land, thinking that nothing had changed. And nothing ever did.